How y'all doing this morning? Hope you all having a blessed morning. So, pretty much got my pantry done. I got very little room left in there. I'm gonna be starting on the closet in the other room. Uh, it took me 3 days to get 12 rolls of toilet paper, so I ain't gonna waste no time because it's gonna be coming back around in January. Right, that strike on the docks. Uh, I got me some bottled water over here. I'm gonna have to get more of that. One of these is leaking, and it leaked up underneath the plastic, and I didn't know it until I pulled it out of there, and I had a watery mess. But I done scrubbed off all them shelves twice and swept it out and mopped it twice, and yeah, that's pretty much what I'm going to be able to get in there. And I left me a little wiggle room. It's a good thing I'm so tiny. Personally, I think somebody built them shelves in there that lived here before. Yeah, so got some messages from my son this morning. He's come down with a bacterial infection, not a viral infection, but a bacterial infection in his lungs. I spent all day yesterday having tests run on him and stuff. So, yeah, I can imagine. One thing a lot of people don't think about is, your water waste plants. When it floods, that stuff ain't staying there. And I told him, I said, I hope that, you replenish your stocks. You should always have two totes together with your vital information. Uh, get the hell out of Dodge, a couple totes, okay? Survival stuff. And if you don't know what all that is, if you need some more ideas, get online and find out. And my other son is doing all right. Well, from what my son tells me, this free Starlink stuff that Elon was supposed to have given everybody for a month, that it wasn't until they went and applied for it that they found out that they had to buy the equipment, which is $750, according to my son. And isn't that strange? Because that's exactly how much FEMA was going to give people. And it turns out that they don't get the whole 750 unless they've already been on some kind of state assistance like SNAP or something. Somebody just got 350. Now, isn't that something? Illegal aliens being put up in American motels. Uh, the whole thing's being paid. They're leaving like one room open so they can rent to an American. Whole thing's being paid by the state. They get a $2,300 spending card, and people with that've gone through this only get $750 if they qualify for it. Otherwise, they get less. Free food, free medical care, and they're buying brand new cars. Now, if I got all that free, I'd probably buy me a damn new car too. All right. Uh, my son said somebody got a hold of the FEMA director in North Carolina and beat the snot out of him. I ain't seen any proof about that online, but they'll hide stuff. So, uh, but it's like, oh yeah, here's $750. Sorry, your life was destroyed. That's gonna piss somebody off. And I talked to my son about how the states need to separate from the federal government. Again, you cannot gripe about somebody stabbing you in the back if you hand them the knife, and that's all there is to it. And I think DeSantis, Texas, and all these states that were hit would gladly do that and bind together, start their own FEMA. The tax dollars that would be going to the government, give more of the money back to the people, or let them keep it rather, and take some of that and build your own FEMA, because that's what it's come down to. If the government gets away with this, they ain't going to stop. They, and they just ain't going to stop. And it's the people's own fault. It's their own ignorance. I seen online where people were having to get papers to say it was okay to volunteer to help other people. FEMA was making them have to get certificates or something in order to help other people. That's crazy. Now, I don't know how true any of this is, but it sounds, with what I'm seeing, it sounds like it's quite possible that it's happening. All right. My son says about an hour from where he is, it looks like somebody done broke a dam and filled up a valley. It's still so flooded. Elon looks good giving everybody Starlink, but it turns out that he's looking for that ion stuff for the batteries, some kind of batteries for the electric car. Now, if everybody had had an electric car during this storm, they would have definitely been screwed. So they're trying to get us the way they want us, okay? And somebody's going to have to step in. If somebody don't step in and do something, which would be the states, it's in the Constitution that through usurpship, where they're using the people for their own greedy gain, that the people who have the ability have the responsibility, and that would be the states, okay, to step in and do something about it. And if they don't, like I said, you can't have somebody a knife and gripe about it if they stab you in the back. So people need to stop being complacent and do something. They really do. Before they get so much control over people and things that there ain't nothing that can be done. And I stand for Israel too, but they turn around and sent money over there again. People here hurting. Does this make any sense to you? No. I think if it does, there's something wrong with you. The whole thing with the immigrants was a political thing so that they could get votes in. The question was asked all over social media: should illegal aliens, immigrants, be able to vote? Hell no. What kind of question is that? And that's the whole purpose of that. They need to send them back. The United States is not the savior of the whole world. Maybe those people over in foreign countries have forgotten that, because this seems to be repeatedly going on throughout their history. All right. Maybe they need to remember who their God is and have more faith in their God, and recognize that the United States is not their savior. How many countries would send us aid? No, I don't think so. So I'm bent out of shape about this. I'm upset about it, and I'm trying not to be, but I'm not going to ignore it either. Okay. So my son was at a Sheetz. He finally got his appetite back, and I'm glad he did. He was picking him up a little sandwich and some fries, and I haven't had much of an appetite here. I haven't done any cooking videos either. I think last night I had a pot pie. Yeah. But who knows? Maybe today I'll get around to cooking something. I'm not one to stop in the middle of a project, but I suppose you got to eat sometime. But there ain't nothing wrong with learning how to be both empty and both full. That's biblical. So intermittent fasting is something that doesn't hurt to be practiced every once in a while. And I'm still tired, but I know that I've gotten a few hours sleep, and I'm still tired. I just know that I'm drained. All right. And sooner or later, I'll get caught back up on that stuff. But anyway, thank y'all for stopping in, for your thumbs up, for your comments, large or small. I appreciate them all. Hopefully, the states will bind together and do something. Y'all have a blessed day. Bye-bye.